Welcome to Davi Smart Farm Solution, and today's episode we want to learn about arrowroot farming. Remember, we are towards sustainable agriculture and food security. In order to feed a population expected to grow to 9 billion people by 2050, the world will have to double its current food production. So let's grow arrowroots. Arrowroots are locally known as nduma. They can be propagated by suckers and rootstock or rhizomes with nodes, and they are commonly grown in areas that have plenty of water, mostly riverbeds and swamps. They are planted from suckers in deep, well-drained, loamy and moist soil. Like this ones was planted in a swampy area, an area that had enough water, and that's why they have grown well. And you can always use farmyard manure or inorganic fertilizer and always ensure that the garden is weed free. As you can see, arrowroots, they need little agronomic practices, and they're not influenced by many diseases or pests. So you won't need to be spraying arrowroots, you won't need to be using pesticides and fungicides all the time. And when you are selecting the site of planting arrowroots, always make sure that you select these places that have plenty of water. Just like I had said earlier, you need to plant them near the riverbeds or in a swampy areas. So there are some arrowroots whereby when you select when you don't select a good site, like these ones, shade was not considered. They were planted under the shade, and now their performance is not well. They have folded their leaves. As you can see, they're not performing well because the site was not selected. It's dry. There is no enough water in this area. These ones have taken 4 months, but you can see they're not performing well. The leaves are not that green. They are yellowing. You can see the leaves have been affected. They're not getting enough water. So always consider the site you're selecting. Imagine 4 months they are looking like this, and as you can see, these are the ones at the corner, the taller ones. They are 2 months old, and that side had enough water. That's why they are taller. They are green. You don't see their leaves affected. It's because the site was well selected. This other side had a lot of water compared to the other sides that have taken 4 months. You can see they're looking nice, they're looking good. 2 months old. So these younger ones, they have just started emerging. They are coming up very well, as you can see, and they have been intercropped with bananas. So when they were planted inside the banana plantation, to minimize the space that was left, and as you can see, this area did not have enough water. That's why you can see there are a lot of spaces. Some did not germinate, some are folding their leaves, and they're also under the shade. These are ready for cooking, leave alone the pineapple that I'm touching. These are the ones that are in trough. And here we comes. After harvesting, they are now being packed, ready for transportation. In a small area, you can get a lot of arrowroots, and arrowroot has money. You can see these ones, the harvest is so good, ready to be transported to the market, and there are market for these arrowroot. As you can see, these ones have been booked, and the customers are just waiting by the side.